So Vegapunk said the Seraphim are the strongest beings ever. Pretty much, that's kind of he pretty much said ever. Do y'all agree with that? Like that's what I want to know. Do y'all agree that these Seraphim are really going to be stronger than somebody like a Sun God Luffy, or Two Devil Fruit Blackbeard, or Unstoppable Kaido? You know what I mean? Or Master of Hockey Shakes. Like
No,
what y'all? So Angel, you believe that it's like an exaggeration about them being the
yes,
strongest, huh?
yes, they were defeated by Blackbeard. Of course it is.
Who was defeated by Blackbeard? Did Seraphim?
Yeah,
Did he really? I don't remember him defeating them.
I mean, he was holding. All the Marines seemed to be knocked out, and he was holding Kobe by the neck. So he must have defeated them. Him or Boa must have
Remember,
defeated.
he used the black hole on S Snake and S Hawk
So I don't
at
think.
Amazon Lily.
So he just
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
think.
much removed him out of the fight, pretty much.
yeah. He's saying that's what he's talking about.
Well, that's not really. I mean, it's defeating them, but not like defeating them. It's just
What do
like
you mean? They're gonna come back
it's
destroyed.
like it's like it's like if I could just teleport you away, so I ain't had to deal with you because you too much for
But that's not what
me.
he destroyed them.
Huh?
He destroyed them. When they come back, they're gonna be destroyed in pieces.
But we see him in Egghead Island, so how did he destroy him?
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying whatever he into the vortex place, it gets destroyed.
No, I think either they escaped or his vortex sent them somewhere else. It must not be bottomless like we thought it was. Maybe it's like Toby and Naruto. He creates a passage. You go from one place to another, or they're like the door devil fruit.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. I
So they,
just
they they talk they talk about them being very valuable. So I don't think they have thousands of seraphim, and they would say that. You know what I mean? I think they're limited amount, so they would not like have the same one appear there. That's just weird.
I mean, my biggest thing for thinking it's destroyed is the Ace versus Blackbeard. When Blackbeard took everything out, it was destroyed, right? Or am I remembering things wrong?
He swallowed up that town, and
We just
then
saw the
And then like
exactly.
he pulled it back, and it was all destroyed.
I mean, maybe. I mean, black holes do have like an infinite amount of gravity, so it would destroy
Yeah.
whatever's in the black hole if his ability works as a black hole. But they weren't destroyed, is what I'm saying. How did he destroy them, and they're not destroyed? Seeing how
What do you mean?
they're at Egghead Island in great condition.
I mean, I don't know. If those are the same ones, but okay.
I mean, it, it hasn't been confirmed that he's got multiple seraphim of each individuals. That's
Yeah, but
not.
like, I know, but
Angel, I
like,
just realized something.
yo,
You were talking about Mihawk. Even the Seraphim Mihawk is a Mihawk.
If
You lost the battle.
if he
how
has
do-
more, if he has more of these seraphim, right? When in a
wait, hold on. Before,
hold
can
on, hold
you
on, hold
repeat
on,
what?
hold on. I'll let you. If he has more of the seraphim, then why don't he just deploy more to keep CP0 busy? You know?
Exactly. And they talk about being
Hold on.
valuable.
What did Cube say?
I said,
Oh my goodness,
dude, you're having a debate about a Seraphim Mihawk with blonde. You're touching his holy grail right now. I would tread very
Oh,
lightly.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, it's not a big deal if he has more than one. I mean, there's nothing that shows that he doesn't,
yeah. It's not
and
to
there's
show
nothing
that
that.
he does though.
I know. I'm
We
saying
just
like,
gotta go
like,
with what we. We
I know. I'm
don't
saying
know
like
he
there's,
has multiple ones.
but I'm not saying like he has 100 of them. I'm just saying
I don't think
maybe
he
I'm
has
just
the resources to have multiple of them.
Yeah. I think they have one of each.
I don't think he has the resources. Just one seemed like it costs a lot, and we got Vegapunk always complaining about lack of resources and stuff. You know, like if he's complaining about lack of resource, that tells me that he doesn't have like a bunch of duplicates of Seraphim because they one cost too much, and we already
Oh,
got like S Snake, S Hawk, S Shark. We don't know if there still might be a S Flamingo and a S Buggy maybe. S Clown or something. We don't, I'm willing to bet that he doesn't have duplicates of them because it's just lack of resources to
oh wait,
be
never.
able to have
I'm wrong.
multiple.
I just read the end of the chapter,
Yeah,
and it says
I
he
don't know
left
why
with.
you keep saying they were destroyed. They was never shown to be destroyed.
I thought they
Uh,
were destroyed because of the whole black hole thing that Q said earlier.
Joy
Wrong.
Boy, you got anything to add, Joy Boy? Go ahead, Cube, until Joy Boy enters the chat.
I was just gonna give you
Okay,
a
hold
heads
on.
up.
Question.
I'm saying, do you have anything to add about these Seraphim being the strongest there
Uh,
is?
The strongest of the Seraphim?
No, being the strongest in the world. Vegapunk
Oh, the
said
strongest in the
they are
world.
the strongest beings in history. That means screw Roger, screw Whitebeard, screw Zebek, screw Kaido, screw the goat, Mihawk, screw whoever there is to say. What's up with these Seraphim, man? They the strongest beings there is, man. Is that true?
Mm,
Screw
it's kind of
Luffy
hard
as
to
well.
say because it's really hard to say at this point because we've had just little glimpses of the showcase of the powers that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. And one of the reasons I would not think they would be the strongest is a lack of conquerors hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're going under the assumption that they have no will whatsoever of their own, they're definitely not going to have conquerors, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, I would say they are up there for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But it also depends on matchups and all that shit.
Yeah, that's true. I would say I think Vegapunk is right, but he's wrong. You know what I mean? I think when you're looking at like the
Yeah.
average, when you're looking at like the average fighter, right? Like the average strong character in One Piece. I don't mean like the strongest, but I just mean the average strong person. Like if you take like, the average person who's capable, but they're just not like among the strongest. I would say, yeah, the Seraphim are going to be in the top tier, but I think like you got people who are outliers, right? Like you got the Yonko, the you got Shanks, Mihawk, Kaidos, the Roger. They may not be stronger than those individuals, and we also gotta think of it like this as well. They're still children. They're still children.
And what I'm thinking, like, I definitely think they're an upgrade when it comes to the Shichibukai, barring conquerors. I'm sure Mihawk has conquerors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's what's gonna edge out like the strength part of it. But other than that, I do think they will be an upgrade of who they're based off of.
Yeah.
And I think it's more of hyping them up for the final war. Because I think they're going to be like a major part of the final war when it eventually happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with CP0 taking them over. And my question is, like, where are the other ones, if there are other ones?
Have to wait to see that one. I don't know. Because I would think if they had more, they would have deployed them.
Exactly.
In the
unless the Gorsei already has some of them.
That's true. Yeah, maybe they're maybe Kizaru is bringing some of them.
Possible.
Yeah, You know, Kizaru seems pretty confident as well. So I mean, maybe he got the other ones that maybe he got the Doflamingo one and the maybe Gecko Moria one. Yeah. Was you hey Q? Was you going to add something? I know I kind of cut you off at one point.
Well, because I also realized I jumped in, but I didn't answer to the question. So I'm gonna go with the assumption until we know if they can swim and use their power, the Seraphim. I'll say they're pretty strong, but if they're able to use their power in the sea, then I would say yeah, they're the strongest men in creature on this earth, on their earth. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's a
So
good
that's
point.
the one thing.
That's
Because if they can swim and use their power, it's endgame.
because I would
They
think
could be like
Yeah,
I
because
would-
like at this point, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't be able to, because they, especially the ones with the green blood, like
yeah.
it's different from like actually eating a devil fruit. So I could definitely potentially see them being able to swim.
and you know something. The thing I keep saying that the artificial devil fruits are lacking that makes them able to awaken. Maybe that's the same thing that allows them to not have the same traditional weaknesses as devil fruits. Like it could be like a
Right.
double-edged sword, right?
They're the same thing.
Like sure, I can't awaken. You can't awaken the devil fruit, but it also doesn't have traditional weaknesses as devil fruits. So that's a good point, right? That's a good point. But
Yes. But the last thing I was gonna say is give you a heads up. When the eventual chapter of the fight with Zoro and Mihawk and Zoro would win, I would advise you to mute your Discord if you don't want to get clowns emojis from Joy Boy.
I'm not worried about that. I mean,
You
I
know,
already
because
know
your
that.
boy,
I
your
already
boy's gonna
know.
get defeated.
I already know that Mihawk is gonna get defeated by Zoro. It wouldn't. That's the point of Zoro's story. Like Mihawk is literally created for Zoro to defeat eventually. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna feel no type of way about that. You know,
Check the chat on Discord. You might like it.
like why would I feel bad that like Mihawk gets defeated by the person he's supposed to be defeated by? And if anything, I don't even know if they're gonna fight. I think it's possible Mihawk could get done dirty and get killed by somebody like Shilu or something. But you know,
Or Buggy.
Not Buggy. It's gonna be. I don't
Yeah,
think
Buggy.
Buggy
Buggy
doesn't
gonna
have.
do-
Buggy has no reason to kill Mihawk. Like where y'all talking about? Like
What do you mean? That man threatened his life.
y'all
That's
just
the elder.
y'all just bigger clowns as Buggy.
Nah, man, Buggy, you know, Buggy's all about the revenge.
Sure.